Welcome, my friends of the interwebs. So I want to tell you a quick story. I just got, well, not just, actually it was yesterday. I got pulled over by the police in Toledo, Ohio. Last night, after I just left Cambria's house, who did this really awesome photo shoot. If you haven't seen that, you should go check it out. It'll probably be over on my Mad Bad Voodoo channel. So, anyway, I get pulled over. And it kind of surprised me. It was dark out already. And it kind of surprised me because I wasn't speeding, although I'm known to speed. But I had just pulled out onto the main road and I didn't even have time to get my speed up. But anyway, so I get pulled over, two cops, which, you're not in a great neighborhood when cops are running, with a partner, because anymore, usually it's one cop per car. But anyway, this one had two. Cambria doesn't live in the greatest neighborhood. It's not horrible, but it's borderline. So anyway, I get pulled over. I'm like, what the fuck am I getting pulled over for? So it was a lady cop that came to my window, and her partner came around the other side of the car with his flashlight. And they were just doing their job, so none of that really bothered me. But I was kind of shitting myself because I had just not long ago went on a pretty major photo shoot, a spree of photo shoots that dealt with AR-15s, and I shot a lot of 223 rounds. Well, I had a bunch of empty Tula 223 boxes. Now, we all know that's not a crime at all. Now, I didn't have any rifles. There was no AR-15 in the backseat or anything like that, but there must have been 20 empty boxes, and a lot of them you couldn't even tell if they were or were not empty. But bottom line, nobody has a bunch of 223 ammo boxes if they don't have, a rifle. So here's kind of why I'm even telling this story. You see a lot of bullshit. Some of it's not bullshit, but you see a lot of crap regarding police officers and how heavy-handed they are and all that stuff. And to be honest, and I know some people are going to scream white privilege, blah, blah, blah. To be honest, I had no problems with these law enforcement officers. For the most part, and I don't know how many times I've been pulled over in my life for various things, speeding and whatnot, but at least a half a dozen times. But for the most part, my experience with law enforcement have always been really positive. Except for the Super Trooper incident down in Kentucky, which, if you follow my real life videos, you know what I'm talking about when I say Super Trooper. He was a rogue cop. He was a dirty cop. He was working for drug dealers. Totally different situation than Norm. And by the way, I got a great relationship with the law enforcement down there now. New sheriff, new deputies. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So she pulls me over. She gets in my car. Her partner's got his flashlight all through my vehicle. And you can see, just boxes and boxes of ammo. And never once, not one freaking question about firearms. At all. At all. Not one question about it. Now, by the way, the reason that I was pulled over, my birthday is December 28th. And I just completely forgot to renew my tags, which is where I'm going now. I'm going to the DMV to do the right thing and renew my tags. I just forgot. At the end of December, there's so much stuff going on. It's easy to get sidetracked. And, I just completely forgot. So, anyway, she let me off with a warning. And, it was a very positive experience. She was very professional. I never talked to her partner, but, he was doing his job. They were doing their jobs. They got jobs to do. They got jobs to do. A lot of times they pull over somebody with expired tags or something like that, and you just don't know. Because a lot of people, and sadly, I guess, in a way, I'm hoping I'm the exception, but a lot of people who are nefarious types of people don't typically take care of things like they should, like tags and whatnot. So, but anyway, that was my experience. I thought you guys would get a kick out of it. I hope everybody's doing well. If you got a police story to tell, feel free, chime in. But like I said, my experience with TPD at Toledo Police Department was a very positive one. They're very professional. The only thing that does freak me out, and I got to be honest with you, You can see my gray beard, which I mean to shave this thing every day. But to be completely honest, when I look at cops today, they look so young. You know, they look so young. They look like kids. You know, as crazy as that sounds, that's exactly it. They look like kids. I mean, they're not. They're adults. Clearly, they're adults. But it's just, it's when you really, there's events in life that make you realize that you're getting freaking old. Well, one of those events is when you look at a cop and they look like they should be in high school, which, you know. Oh, by the way, real quick before I let you go. When I went to go see Donald Trump, I seen him twice in Toledo. When I went to see Donald Trump, the first time I think, no, the first time I went through security and, you know, the Secret Service is there. And the Secret Service agent he was dressed in, you know, black, and he had a vest on and it said Secret Service on it. He looked 14. I am not kidding you. And my dumb ass, what do? I looked at him and I go, you're way too young to be a Secret Service agent. You know, I don't know that he found humor in that, but he didn't roust me, which was cool. By then, I'd already made it through the metal detector, so, I mean, that was no threat. But anyway, listen, that's all I got for you guys. Big shout out to TPD, Toledo Police Department. Keep doing your job. Hopefully, I never have a bad cop experience, but so far, other than, like I said, other than the road cops in Southeast Kentucky, I really have had a pretty positive experience with law enforcement. I really have. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Everybody take care. See ya!